State and local governments already teetering on the financial brink are worried about the impact of the $2.4 trillion 10-year package on everything from Head Start and Meals on Wheels to Medicare. How can they do more with less? Guam and the CNMI, facing even tougher economic conditions, will face the same question, compounded if U.S. debt is downgraded even with the deal to boost U.S. borrowing. But Congresswoman Madeleine Bordallo says there are key safeguards, and she would vote for the deal if she had a vote, since the alternative could be a first-ever U.S. default. Bordallo.
The agreement will not make significant cuts to health benefit programs such as Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, unemployment insurance, programs for low-income families, and civilian and military retirement. And that's all very important to Guam.
Though Medicare is still vulnerable under the deal, the triggers automatic cuts if a new joint bipartisan committee fails to yield at least $1.2 trillion in cuts above the first $1 trillion. Thousands on Medicare in Guam and the CNMI could still be hit, not to mention island-specific programs like technical assistance and formula grants, brown tree snake, and other programs, though Bordallo says those decisions haven't been made yet. But grant cuts could mean job cuts and more unemployment. A still threatened bond downgrade would mean higher interest rates and inflation. The CNMI's Congressman Greg Khalili Camacho Sablan.
It may have to go up, and where credit in the Northern Marianas is already difficult as it is, people will be affected. The credit card interest rate might go up and on other loans.
And then there's defense. The debt crisis has already yielded $155 million in Guam build-up cuts and a defense authorization build-up freeze in the Senate. The new debt deal calls for $350 billion in overall defense cuts, but could trigger $600 billion in added cuts if the new Joint Committee fails to result in congressional approval of at least twice that in deficit reduction. Finally, a downgrade of U.S. debt and its value if the bond raters see the deal as inadequate against a still climbing national debt would be felt worldwide, including in Japan, the second biggest holder of U.S. Treasury notes and America's partner in funding the Guam buildup. On Capitol Hill, Matt Kay for PNC News.